And now for the dispelling of a myth after the bumper.
Don't be cornering me. Hold up. Time. You gotta help me with that corner shit.
What's up, kid folk? It's RJ Young. I'm not on a step mill. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button because I upload a video every single day. It's always college football related, sports related. We have a good time, and today I'm going to dispel a myth. LSU Tiger Stadium predates Memorial Stadium by 20 years. Its claim to the Death Valley nickname didn't come about until Halloween of 1958, and it was by complete accident. Here's an excerpt from Grace Raynor's piece on the subject in the Post Courier. Back in the 1940s, it was tradition for the Clemson football team to open its season against the Presbyterian Blue Hose, whose coach at the time was a fellow named Lonnie McMillian. In 1943, Presbyterian defeated Clemson 13-12. A year later, Clemson avenged the loss with a 34-0 victory, and then in 1945, it was even worse for the visiting Presbyterian, who lost 76-0. That's when McMillian, who had visited Death Valley, California, on his way to Los Angeles for the 1932 Olympic Games, coined Clemson's Memorial Stadium as the college football version of Death Valley. He noted the stadium, which is located in a natural ravine, is built on concrete instead of metal because of the shortages during the World War II, is brutally hot in early fall and one of the toughest places for visiting teams to play. One of McMillian's former players at Presbyterian, Calif, confirmed the story to a Clemson SID named Sam Blackman about 5 years ago. And Galt even signed an affidavit in 2012 vouching that McMillian did indeed refer to Clemson Stadium as Death Valley. Galt said, "I do remember this more than anything. It was hot. I mean real hot at Clemson. You haven't felt hot until you played at Death Valley in early September." Blackman said Clemson's coach at the time, Frank Howard, liked the nickname and proudly embraced it. When a jovial, good-natured Clemson graduate, Sam Jones, took a trip to Death Valley, California in the 1960s, he brought back a rock from his travels that he gave to Howard. Today, Howard's rock rests on a pedestal inside of Memorial Stadium where players touch it as they run down the hill before games in what has become one of the college football's grandest traditions. As for LSU, Tiger Stadium is 20 years older and 20,000 seats larger than Clemson's, making it the sixth largest college football facility in the country. But when it comes to which was the original Death Valley, an LSU sports information director from the 1960s says that honor belongs to Clemson. According to Bud Johnson, the SID from 1966 to 71, LSU started calling itself Death Valley after the SEC Tigers swiped it from the ACC Tigers following the two meeting in the 1958 Sugar Bowl. LSU, referring to itself as Death Valley before it became Death Valley, originates from a gas station adjacent to a commercial area not far from LSU's campus. Crow Peel, a former LSU boxer and 1949 national champion, named his gas station Death Valley because of the noise that boomed from Tiger Stadium. "I'm an LSU fan, but I side with Clemson," Johnson said. "I believe that LSU is creative enough to do their own thing. I think there's enough creative strength on that campus and enough tradition here. This is a school that was the first American college team to play a game on foreign soil. This is a school that had a live Tiger mascot in 1936. This is a school that played night football in 1931. So this is an institution that had a little bit of creativity and a lot to be proud of. They don't need to lift ideas from Clemson." Death Valley is in Clemson, South Carolina. Tiger Stadium is in Louisiana. Deuces.